All right, greetings. All right, thank you for joining us. All right, we're going to messages and to the Q&A. All right, cats are here, tucked in. So, all right, blessings. Greetings, this is Archangel Michael, blessings. Yes, this is your new year is the year of letting go. Letting go of belief systems, and this has been happening throughout your last few years, but it's going to increase throughout the coming year. It won't be too dramatic, but there'll be many, of course, life changes. That's always going to occur, but is this going to be a dramatic shift in consciousness where you feel like you feel more connected to the spirit realms? Not that you can always share it, but just feel there's a little bit more of a connection there was before. And also a change in timeline. Timelines most likely in some form start making themselves known, always how they operate, how they interconnect. You might not always notice it because it's not always there to be noticed, but in some frame you'll see it. So as one is going, one timeline connects, and you have certain ways of it can connect through people's words. It's a little bit complicated there, but so so like you're going to go to a trip and someone says a word to activate that trip, something like that. So send you energies, blessings. Greetings to you. We are the tall whites. Much of our energy is on the moon. It's not just on your planets. Some have seen us, had interactions with us. But the moon energies are being protected. Yes, there's a projection from realities that come onto your world that create timelines. But in your self discovery, you discover in other dimensions you have several moons, moon bases that have been hidden through the dimensions, of course. You're at a frequency that's not necessary to show it, but we imagine many other things will be discovered when its time is right, such as other, well, this will be a stretch, but other lands on your planet continents that have not been seen in your reality. That one's going to take some time. But what about Shambhala is one, at least remnants of it. It's just that there's little pieces of reality. Like you might even have a dream of connecting to a new continent, and then you wake up and look all over the place and it doesn't exist just yet. But it shows it's talking to your reality through you. So blessings from all whites. Greetings to you. We are the Pleiadians. We are the collective. Blessings. We're just here to bring a lighter vibration, especially when you go into the new year. Sparkle with some higher dimensional energies. Yes, many are in this reincarnation process, and also reincarnation lifetimes will start to show themselves, especially lifetimes. Those of lifetimes in India, those are sometimes very difficult lifetimes that will start to emerge. especially when you have difficult lifetimes in one country, you go to another country to release all of it in the next lifetime. There's just, as you see, a lot of releasing going on in this incarnation, but it does not mean you don't have transformations here. It just takes time. It's a very deep rooted work that's being done here for the earth to remember itself, for you to remember yourselves. So it's just a major transition. And yes, the astral plane is not necessarily going to download itself here just yet. Remnants of it, pieces of it, artifacts of it, yes, of messages of what's to come. But it's just, this is so heavy for what has been hidden here for such a long time. You don't just unlock the planet just like that. You slowly open it up, as some of you know. So, also here to answer your questions whenever you're ready.
Hello, blessings, greetings, Pleiadians.
Blessings.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in and helping us today with our questions. Up, up first this evening, we have Daria.
Well, hello.
Yes, greetings.
So, any messages from your collective, maybe?
This is your energy of stopping time has been going on. We see you are working with many individuals on your planet. Of course, you might not remember it, but many with that's why your astral is getting so busy. You're shifting timelines within individuals that are here. Of course, you don't remember for various reasons.
Hmm.
But you're working on future timelines for those to enter, so they can handle it what's to come.
Yeah.
Kind of like psychic surgery, you could say.
Yeah, I've been feeling that a lot and traveling through space and time. I mean, there's no time, but through space though.
Yes.
And it's been a roller coaster. Just guessing some of my passengers maybe have a whiplash or what you call it.
Well, what we see with that is that you're going to other places to tell other beings of what's coming here, what's going to happen here
Yeah.
with the future, of course. They're not saying when, of course.
Yeah, I got some like because there's no time, so they're connecting to different times, like
Mhm.
even in so they don't know what to make of it themselves. To just trust that it's going to be in the right time, in the right
Yes.
place. So I have a question. Just a second. I have a question about who just a second, like Yahweh's wife Ash, what's her name again?
Yes, we know who you're talking about.
Yeah, so any
Your daughter.
messages from her point of view about the divorce she has with the god there?
Well, she wanted the earth to grow. I believe her divorcee did not want that to happen. At least that's her point of view. It's almost like she
Yeah,
got banished from the world.
yeah, that's what I
And
was diving into.
yeah, she got banished from the growth that she was here to bring. So obviously the world went to more seclusion, as you know. So she was not no part of that. So she was there to the tree of life was to connect the earth to more of the higher frequencies. And
Yeah.
Akashic records, and then that got all hijacked,
Okay.
as you see. So,
Well, thank you, and have a cool channeling with these
yeah,
groups.
yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings, thank you. Up next, we've got Silverclaw.
Hello there, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
So, my first question is any advice on getting more customers for selling my herbs? I can make edibles now, but I don't know how to reach people other than dating apps.
Or nightclubs, or clubs, or bars. No, night. You say nighttime seems to be the best place.
Like
But it has to be
nighttime.
some kind of social engagement.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Like social event, kind of
Yeah,
maybe
that's
event
all
in the
there's.
night.
Yeah, that's all that's available at this time.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. My next question is uh, any advice for me at this time?
Just patience. I mean, you are on the right track, but it just, yeah, it's just you just go with the flow. It will all come into place what is necessary. It seems like you're doing that pretty well as it is, and just go at the pace that you're going now. But it's always good for as what you're trying to do, make changes, and you do slowly adapt to new timelines that are created. So you are working on the future. So just go at the pace that works for you. It'll all come together over time. So,
That's fantastic. Thank you.
yes, blessings.
Yeah, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Michael.
Greetings, Pleiadians.
Greetings to you.
Okay, my first question. I've been trying to meditate and connect with my SSP group, and I did a couple of days ago, and I only seen a visual. It may have been like 3 or 4 seconds, but there was a green. It was at the cockpit. It's like I was standing over the cockpit and I seen a green being. I mean, it was like almost neon green. And I'm wondering if it was a reptilian, but its eyes were protruding like a fish, and it had like the movie Star Wars, Greedo, how it had
Mhm.
like not hair, but these big long little, I don't know what you call them,
Mhm.
sticking out of it.
Mhm.
And it was on my ship, but it looked like we were under attack or something.
Mhm.
So, I just got a brief. If you could tell me what this being was, and I get it's got to be on my a member on my ship, but
Yes,
I don't.
but it's a
It,
reptilian type of being. I believe it's kind of a snake type of being. Snakes type human. So it's humanoid but snake-like. It's like your second in command, you can say. At least for you are a pilot of a ship, so it's like your second in command in that.
oh, okay,
Not really saying his name or anything, but he is humanoid, but he has a lot of reptilian type features. So he is short, from what we're gathering. Mhm. So
okay. Were we under attack? Because I just seen him dive into the cockpit, and that's all I seen.
it looks like you're maneuvering out of There's asteroids, but it felt like it was asteroids, but there was an enemy somewhere in that area also. So,
Okay. And my second question is, I heard of this, the Black League that was in Orion Wars, and I want to know, where was I when the Orion Wars? Was I with the reptilian? I mean, was I good, bad, or was I with this Black League that hit? They were like the movie Star Wars again. Like the
mhm.
Black League would be like the rebels. They were small ships, and they would hide in planets, and were, you know the bigger ships couldn't see them.
Mhm.
But I don't know, that stuck out to me. Like I may have been in the Black League, but was I in Orion Wars? And if so, what side, and
But
what did I do?
well, there is a Orion Council energy that you were connected to. Kind of like a knight, I guess a Jedi Knight, something around those lines. So you were part of security. So the Black League, there is some connections to something like that. I don't believe it's called that. Some have different names for it. It's one of the names for it. But I believe you were there part of the alliance I was protecting, or the positive sides of Orion. And it was attacked dearly. Yes, you had to separate and have your own your own group. It seems, but the Orion Wars went on forever though. Technically, they're still going on today. So
Mm.
as long as this world stays under what it's under currently, the Ryan wars are still continuing. So
Okay. All right. Well, and Amanda, that is a Pleiadian, she's still currently on the ship that I'm on.
yes.
And okay, just still make sure it's still around.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you.
Yes.
Blessings.
Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Galia.
Greetings. Cleve.
Yes, greetings.
It's quite a. This happens so much that it's tripping me out. I was going to ask today about my connections with India, and of course, Shambhala is mentioned and all of that. So information, messages. When I believe it was in 2010, either 2010 or 11, but I went to India for 6 weeks, and it was just one of those. I was just guided there. I decided one day I'm going to go and that I need to go to the slums of India. And I went. And after that, I really, I think it kind of opened me up and shifted my awakening kind of started then. But if you could just go into my India connections or any messages connected with whatever is most important, connections with India, why I was there, or whatever is most important.
Well, yes, you were like an Indian dancer during that. During ancient time. They're not saying what time
Dancing
it
through
was, but there was a dance. I believe there was a connection to Shiva. So I believe you were dancing to the gods to open up the portal to the gods, so people can connect to it. So it's like you're part of the rituals. There's many rituals with the gods. They had many incarnations connected to that. So it just seemed to be, that's where you need to be at that time. So going there is like closing your connection with India, at least the past, but you don't no longer need that connection any longer. So, but you went from one incarnation to the other, doing the same thing.
Yeah, it was definitely interesting because it was just 2 years in a row, and it was when I had really bad anxiety and everything. In 2009, I went to Africa, and then 2010, I went to India, and I just felt drawn to just go, and those two places really like helped heal me and then shift me. Like I just couldn't. I came back to America and went out with my friends, and I was just done with that life. I couldn't, got back. It was just like Hollywood Club. Where am I?
Yeah, it was all recent, it seems. I mean, some of it was recent, some of it was ancient, but also some of it was recent.
Yeah. Okay. Well, for my second question, I'll ask today too. But today I feel better. But yesterday I had like practically a panic attack. I was just sitting in the living room with my mom, and then just all of a sudden I just had a wave of anxiety come on, and my mind has been pretty like I could tap in, but yeah, last 2 days, yesterday, today, I feel like I'm like more in the astral than I'm even here in my body or anything. But if you could connect to what happened yesterday and if there's anything specific or.
Well, all we've seen is like a reptilian visitor. Came from the astral, just very heavy, kind of like a reptilian alliance. Was there an astral? Wanted your attention. I believe there's some unresolved situation going on there. So it feels like you're still making peace with some of the beings Africa, India, mostly India. I don't believe India is finished up in astral. I feel like that's still healing. So you say that reptilian's giving you information, it seems. Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so it was so it's okay that I'm going through that? Is that part of it's like receiving kind of information and healing something, or is there something that in the body I have to do better or focus on?
Well, it just feels like you're doing a release. So
Okay.
whatever you need, it's like you've been doing a release for a while now. So this is an astral release.
Yeah.
So I don't believe you've fully tapped into your astral self. Of course, that's not easier said than done. But if you put your intentions to clear out what you need to clear out in astral, you'll most likely feel some kind of difference, relief, just like you feel it in you.
Like a surrender, kind of more to
Something like that. Yes.
Yeah. Okay. And with fully connecting to the astral, because I know from other messages, like that's like I'm connecting almost out of body all the time. Does that mean in the sense that like the astral is just so big that it, I don't know, time
Well,
to.
there's an area you haven't cleared yet.
I understand. Okay.
Blessings.
Blessing. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Karam.
Hi there, thank you for this interaction.
Greetings.
I was wondering if you could comment on the statement, reality around tends to adapt to become what we need to help us expand our experience, our consciousness. It's about approaching could you comment on approaching the hardest challenges with sort of a sense of joy, because those experiences are exactly what we need to advance the most?
Go slowly. Laughter is always good, some kind of humor. So if you go through a hard part in your
Right.
life, find some kind of humor helps. It could be outside the subject matter, though. It doesn't have to be what you're going through. Doesn't have to find a funny side of it, unless you can do that. You can just find it. Just you need some kind of release. Laughter helps release a lot of tension from your chakras.
No doubt, no doubt. I tend to try to look for a hack, some sort of a superpower, just press the button and joy comes out.
Very good. Very good. I suppose I could go to your crown chakra for that.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I feel pretty blessed. I can do a lot of support from there.
Well, it's like you go into your mind and push a button in your mind. That's what we see.
Right, the I am presence, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. My computer. I figure if I just buy a new motherboard, it'll solve the problem. It'll be up and running without me having to troubleshoot, or should I just try to fix it myself? I don't know if you have anything on that.
Motherboard would be good, but I feel like there will be some troubleshooting that would be necessary. But the motherboard, I believe, will solve your problems. What I'm gathering.
Sounds good. I'll just.
Yeah, it feels like there'll be some compatibility issues somewhere, but nothing you can't handle.
Okay. I think I got it with that. Hey, thanks a lot for your help and your support. I've felt a lot of support from the spirit world, and I just want to put it out there. Thank you so much for all the support. Thank you so much.
Yes, blessings.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Char's questions. Her first question, she says, any messages from your collective?
And who is this for?
Char.
Char? Oh, yes. Any messages? There is some crown chakra work that is being done to release some tension through family members. It's like you're just releasing a lot of family anxieties, especially during the holidays. You might not be aware of it physically, but it feels like you're not letting things get to you as much as they have in the past. So you're getting lighter, and that will continue on. You're just not allowing, tension to be there as much as it was.
Okay, thank you. Her second question, any messages from my Arcturian connections?
That much of their energy works through your root chakra, and they also go into your past lives to release reptilian connections from other worlds. Some of those are Orion connected. There's also a Pleiadian connection where it's like you're trying to connect to more of the positive timelines, but it's difficult due to the tension to what you're going through in this reality. But I feel like you will make that connection. Just basically so you can have a more clear mind of what you want to do and your connection. The Arcturians are assisting with that. It does seem like you have some lifetimes that are blocked currently, which is normal actually, but feels like you're all in the direction of you can connect to the Arcturians to help clear those timelines, basically like feel a Pleiadian incarnation. For an Arcturian one, that helps also. Just bring a more wider frequency around you. Blessings.
Okay, very nice. Blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Annie.
Hi, greetings.
Yes, greetings.
Hi. I was wondering what my connection was with my father. He passed away when I was young, and I didn't know if I had Pleiadian lives with him or Arcturians, because he always used to look up to the sky. And now that I think about it, I'm like, oh, maybe I had a Pleiadian connection, or I don't know. I just didn't know.
Well, it's been, yeah, like when you came into the world, it's like his mission was finished. It's like you're carrying on his mission through your being. Yeah,
Oh.
he went, I believe, back to the Pleiadians, but he has a lot of connections to reptilians. He has connections with everybody. And he used to be a pirate in the past life.
Oh, really?
I think you were there in some form. I think you're on more of on dry land, not getting involved with that. But I do like, yeah, I feel like you related to him when he was like breaking the wall. So, but he seemed to be worried about it. You don't seem to ever get it. Something to do with alcohol and all that, smuggling it, something like that. Yeah,
Oh, interesting.
You get the year like 1600, something like that. So,
Oh, wow.
So,
yeah. That's great.
You know him pretty often. So, yeah, it's just that. I mean, he's been your brother. You've been brother and sister in past lives.
Oh, okay. Okay.
It's like when he left, it's like, you got this. And then he left.
Oh, okay.
That's a vibe we're getting from.
Okay.
I don't know this place.
Yeah, right. Okay, great. Thank you. And my second question is, are there any messages from the Pleiadians, my family, the Pleiadian family, or anything?
Well,
kind of...
we do see your connection. I believe you've heard this type of message before, like your connection to Yeshua. We see like for you, you're doing unfinished business, connecting. I believe you doubted him in a past life, doubted his being, existence.
Okay.
Could have been through family lines, especially if you have grown in a Jewish family. And I believe that has something to do with it. So in this lifetime, you're connecting to that type of spirit work. Like, it seems like you have that ability in those other lifetimes where you denied his existence. So you kind of shut down your own abilities. And it was very difficult to live that lifetime, but you didn't really realize what you're closing yourself off from. And this lifetime, you're here to discover more of it. Of course, it was a weird, bringing up I can connect to your spirit beings. It's like, that wasn't exactly, those weren't exactly times of welcoming that type of connection either.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
So.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I've got Crystal's questions. Her first question, she says, are there any messages for me?
Seems like you're making sure you do not follow some same mistakes from previous lifetimes. I do see you as an attorney in a previous lifetime, right? 1800s. A male lifetime. And you weren't like a typical lawyer, but you're like a spiritual lawyer. I mean, you were connected to your hearts, but you still did a lot of good things in a time where corruption was everywhere. So, at least that's what we see there.
Okay, interesting. Thank you. Her second question, what are my connections with your collective?
With us is to do the right thing, but you've had lifetimes around criminals, similar to that, the lawyer lifetime. You've had past incarnations around those that are just very shady family members, whatever it might be. But you weren't there to judge, you're there to bring out the better, what was there to be accomplished, whatever that might be. And family members that were thieves and all. I don't believe you ever got involved with that, but you definitely had friends with them. And you can probably feel quite a bit of that. And it's something that you're, in this life, you're not there to judge. You weren't judging then, and you're not judging now. That's very powerful. You're just there to get through life the best. There's more to it than that, but that's all about Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Lindsay.
Greetings. Hello.
Greetings to you.
I might just a general question or advice from the Pleiadian Council.
Okay, advice on what exactly?
Oh, just if they have any messages or anything.
You're very connected to the unicorn species or collective.
Oh.
A lot of their energies. You do bring that rainbow energy through yourself and others. You do bring out a more positive vibration. Those are also very connected to music. Not sure if you're aware of your musical connections. Like your energy has a song to it.
Oh wow, that's cool. I had absolutely no idea.
You might not be into making your own music. That's fine, but you have an energy of basically lifting others up by just being around. So
rainbows and unicorns. I love it.
There's a fairy. There's also a lot of fairy energies. Drunken fairies seem to be.
Oh wow.
Wow. So, the fairy realms, we do recommend to maybe visualize, see what there's pixies, they're a little bit more mischievous, but the fairy realms, you've had a countless incarnate. I believe that's what you brought a lot of that here with. That's why the unicorns came through, because you're kind of friends with them.
Oh, that's cool. Yay. Okay, my second question is, well, I do hair for a living, but I am missing a large sum of extension hair. It's like thousands of dollars worth. It's never happened before in my career, but I'm wondering, did somebody steal it or did I literally just lose it?
Well, it does it's not clear exactly, but it feels like some of these things do just disappear.
Oh.
And it's possibly a fairy energy open up portal for that.
So, wait, what? So it disappeared?
From what we're seeing, it could have been a person taking it, but we're not really seeing that. I feel like it just vanished.
So is there a specific reason why they would choose
just ask something to reappear?
Oh, really? Is that how it works? Is this making me work on my magic? Is this bringing back my magic skills?
That's the case. Yes, hopefully it'll reappear. Yes.
Oh my God.
We don't have a rule over what they do, but it feels like it disappeared. And yes, kind of teaching you a lesson. Yes, of your ability. We just hear the word teaching you a lesson. It's not a harsh.
Kidding me. This is so messed up. Okay. Okay. So the advice would be to ask it to reappear.
Yeah. Any way it needs to, or someone brings it back, or something. Just concentrate on that.
Okay.
We don't have a guarantee it's going to appear again. It's out of our hands on that one.
Okay.
We don't feel anyone near you that stole it. That might have happened. They just have, if they did, have a way of cloaking their energy. So if it is a person here physically, just ask for that to put some concentrated energy into it for it to reappear, or get a message or something. Hopefully it reappears somehow.
Okay. Wow. Okay. So the best way to get something that's disappeared to come back, if it was like a portal, is to focus on it reappearing.
Yeah, if a person did take it, because it could possibly be part of that. They're keeping their energy completely closed off. So this will also, if that's the case, that will still have it to be resolved. So just don't give up on it. Just put your energy out there, and just maybe every day, depending on how much you want it back.
Yeah, kind of need it this week.
Yes,
so okay, well, thank you.
Yes.
All right, blessings. It feels like it's a common thing that happens to me, frequently, where, something goes missing, then I find it a week or a month later, in a place I thought I looked, and, just play a practical joke on me.
Yes.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Up next, we've got Hazel's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, Pleiadians. Thank you for closing this year out with us. I saw a photograph of someone in my life who I know to have a very dark aspect despite his public persona. To me, the darkness was obviously coming through this photo despite the smiling faces. It was so clear that I wondered why he would choose to share it. Is this translucency wherein the dark underbelly is shown part of the slow transformation you spoke of? I noticed it in the other photographs of well known people also.
Well, yes, from that one we feel is like they made a contract and they're like saying, "Help me." They signed up for who they are and all the darkness they're doing, and we feel an energy of regret there. So, but yes, you are connecting to that perfect. It just is reaching out to you for. Doesn't mean you have to do a lot of energy work on it, but it's something I can. It's you don't have to get too involved with it at all, but it's a cry for help basically. So, and the other ones that you're picking up on, you're just getting more sensitive of inner voices talking to you. So,
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I see they kind of cry for help when I look in the eyes of the CDC director.
yes.
Well,
Yeah, he looks like a skeleton sometimes.
yeah. Unfortunately, The second question. This question is somewhat related to the first. Is the level of arrogance amongst those who have been perpetuating all manner of abuses waning at this point? Are they worried that their true faces are showing? I feel an interesting level of desperation at this point, but I am not sure if this is a trick. What are your thoughts? Thank you and many blessings.
Well, they are aware of those timelines where they can be exposed. They always have this thought of they can be put out into the public. So you are seeing possible timelines where that can happen, where all their, if they need something for the tabloids or the news cycle, that person gets chosen. And they can do that with anybody. And even those that they do protect, like the Clintons, they put them in the tabloids and all their stuff, but they still protect them. Some would rather just be left alone. So yeah, it's part of the contract. It's a little bit of worry there. There's pretentious energy there for sure. But it comes with the package that they signed up for. Astrally.
Hey, blessings. Fortunately, they project all of that worry, onto us, and then say we're guilty of it too, when it's really them just projecting their own insecurities and anxiety.
Yes.
All right, thank you for that. Up next, we got Steven.
Hello, Pleiadians.
Greetings to you.
Greetings to you. Much love. Thank you for being here. Can you just, if you could, connect with my Pleiadian energies, just from your consciousness, any messages or know more about my Pleiadian lifetimes energies? Thank you.
Well, many civilizations are involved with healing, especially beings that came from this world. They finish their incarnation cycles here and they go to other planets. And you are with them to help them heal from them. When they choose an incarnation as a Pleiadian being or any being for that matter, there are certain ones you can say technically you get assigned to, but you also agree to the assignment or a mutual agreement to help them heal. Because this world puts a lot of tension on a lot of souls. Like they can always incarnate here more to go deeper, but you can also just find another way to do it instead. Because many go through traumas as we're leaving this place, as you probably can imagine.
Sweet. Thank you. And seconds, just leave it open. Connect with any energies. Have any messages? Thank you.
Well, you seem to be connecting more to your higher self. This coming year is we believe some of your abilities of seeing the future will come through. It won't come in through too clearly, but every once in a while you get a little bit of a hint where things are going to go because more of your alien friends are assisting you. So you'll feel more of their presence. Obviously, they can't do much in the physical, but they can work behind the scenes. So you just feel more of their presence throughout the year. Around March, maybe sooner. There's also bird beings around you, Harrian type of beings, bald eagle beings are around. They're just standing around usually.
Sweet. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Marvin.
Greeting, Pleiadian friends and family.
Blessings.
So my first question, is there any personal, I guess, advice that you could probably give me?
There are well, I'm not sure if this is advice, but there are hybrid races of humans on other worlds that you are assisting currently. So your Earth incarnation is helping a lot of beings understand this world. You're like a teacher, basically. You're not aware of who you're teaching, but you are teaching a great deal. So, and your alien contact energy is getting stronger and stronger, it seems. You'll have some kind of connection here sooner
So
or later.
what did they think last week? Me and my brother, we was waiting in the drive through at Winstead's dancing. I don't know, we was kind of caught, I guess, the goofy bug and just start dancing.
Oh yeah, the people just they're just well, nobody saw that one coming. So, but yeah, you're it's kind of like you're showing off the other big, not in a ego way, but yes, you're
In a brotherly
dancing to
type of way.
to your alien friends, but also your classmates that are watching you right now.
Okay. For my second question, from your collective, is there any not advice, but is there any messages for me?
I do also feel a tall white presence around you, protecting you, because you have been kind of pushing, as you probably know, your boundaries a little bit of your alien connections. You probably know. So especially reptilian beings are getting kind of aggressive a little bit around you.
You said I've been pushing the boundaries of my connections.
Yeah, through people. Yeah, at least you wanting to make contact, right? Alien contact. So they feel that. So I believe the tall whites are there to watch out for you. They don't get abducted or anything.
Okay.
You're in an area where there's not that many people, so you feel like you'll bring in some kind of information. You'll get downloads. I feel like that will start to happen. You get small ones, but I feel like larger ones are on their way.
Sometimes I feel like it happens when I be at work in the trailer, and since the area I know there's a high combat area there, and so they do listen. So sometimes I feel like they be like in the next trailer. Like today, I walked past one trailer and I kind of thought I felt a presence in the trailer next to me.
Yeah, there's something there, definitely.
All right, so keep going on with the positive connections.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Thank you. Blessings.
Yes, blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Christie.
Greetings, Pleiadians.
Greetings.
I was wondering if there's any messages or any information or thing from the ships that are, or craft or light ships that are in or around my area right here.
There is a lot of Yael energy, the Zetas from the Yael. There's large amounts of them. They're just they're humanoid. They're human-like, but they're still Zetas. Technically, they're just seen. It's like they're protecting you from the weather patterns, storms, like the tornado energy. I'm not sure if you're in those areas, but they are watching those closely, it seems.
I wondered if there was my like any of them were my hybrid kids.
2 or 3 of them, yes.
2 or 3. Yeah, I was listening to Rashar, and he was talking about the somebody else that's called Pleiadian, the Yael, and the Sasani. The Pleiadian. I was thinking of them. Have you heard of them?
Yes, it's a sub race. Yeah, I believe you do have a connection there. Yes.
The Pleiadian.
They're just. I mean, that's a human way of using their. They have galactic names that you can't really pronounce here.
Yeah, but they're human DNA and the Zeta Zeta DNA. Yeah, that would be for sure then, huh?
Yes.
Okay, and so my second question, I just wanted to keep it kind of open messages for me and Hayden. Anything that we need to know?
Yes, before the new year, I see a lot of strong energies connecting to possibly even Pleiadian beings. It's not making itself clear, but possible Pleiadian presence. They're protecting your area more than anything. There's a lot of so you might not be consciously aware that you're pulling them in, but there's also kind of like a classroom energy that you bring out for the hybrid children energy. So you can think more clearly now. So so it feels like you have more of the younger alien races around you.
Yeah. So it can be more playful and
Yeah.
more kid-like and everything too.
Yeah.
Not so towers and stuff in the city where we were. Yeah. And Hayden's been in a better mood.
Yeah, because of the hybrid children are there. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's helping. I'd asked my hybrid that's older, I asked him if he would help Hayden be in a happier mood because he just seemed like he's been sleeping a lot, and last week and stuff. And this week he seems to be a lot happier, so that's helped a lot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of galactic tension, even with some Pleiadians he's been dealing with.
Yeah.
That have been so positive. So
I figured he was traveling a lot when he's been sleeping nearly all day almost sometimes.
Well, because you're coming to the end of the year, some beings want to make things more difficult for some, but I believe a lot of that's been cleared.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you and Happy New Year.
Yes.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we've got Amanda.
Hello, blessings.
Yes, greetings.
I have a question regarding my epilepsy. I was diagnosed in 1990 and have been able to be medication and seizure free for quite some time until yesterday. And I'm just curious if you may please give me some insight as to what wounds I'm meant to be healing. What is it related to that's not already in my awareness, please?
Well, I feel like in the past you've had reptilian or past incarnate reptilian infusion DNA, where your energy was very erratic, was very unstable, where you're violent, like you weren't seizure-like, but you were violent, like it was kind of like a seizure, but you just feel these eruptions to just want to fight somebody, and you just went ahead and did it.
That's still in this lifetime.
Yeah, it just now you've been doing it, so it's I mean, at least it hasn't showed up in his past, which is good. So I feel our Arcturian energies is helping you heal this.
Arcturian is strong, yes.
And you're just forgiving yourself. I feel like a lot of self-forgiveness also is going through.
Because I was curious if it was related to abandonment from when I was a child and emotional neglect and things like this. I was looking for other metaphysical things.
That's part of it. Well, it has to do with the karma from those lifetimes being brutal.
Oh, okay. All right, beautiful. Thank you so much.
You found it so easy to be intent. I mean, that was just part of the society at that time.
Oh, okay, perfect. Thank you very much for that. And my second question, I would just like some more information, please, on the timeline to go to the US, because I've been told by my guides that I need to get there before May of 2022. And so I was just curious how I am meant to make that happen. Do you have any insight for me, please?
Well, I don't believe it has to be exactly like you have to leave at May. It feels like maybe make some kind of
Yeah, I've been told get there before May is what my guides came through and said it has to be before May of 2022. Astrologically, I don't know why that makes sense because all of the big shifts are happening in February and March.
Yeah, so I don't see why there's any reason to go.
Yeah.
So we're not seeing any reason for you to go there at all, but you might want to talk to your guys and yeah, it's not the best energy. To force you to try to get you to do something like that doesn't seem to be necessary.
It's been a constant message for probably 2 years now to go to varying points around the US. And I think it was, I'm not sure who channeled it last, but they said September, December of 2022 was when I'd be relocating. So that's interesting.
Yeah, it's probably, I mean, if you truly want to go. If you don't want to go, it's hard.
No, I do want to go. That's the thing. I do want to go.
The
Yeah.
means to get there. They're not really telling us how you're going to get there, though. Not here.
Oh, okay. No worries at all. I'll just continue being patient then. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Sean.
Hello, Pleiadians.
Yes, greetings.
My first question. So my job involves me driving a lot, and been experiencing a lot of road rage. And I think it stems from my mom, but I want to see where it stems from and like how I can kind of heal it.
Well, it feels well. It's more. It's you're feeling that your empathic ability is feeling. This is your road rage, correct? Or road rage of others. Yours, you're feeling the empathic energy of others that are kind of disingenuous to you. Like you feel like they don't care. So you can feel their energy of, so just heal that, and heal your own rage of just, you feel like they're not respecting your space, which they aren't, it seems. They're just being, people are just being selfish, basically.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Utah, but everybody likes to be bumper to bumper.
Yeah, and you can feel that. You can feel all of this toxic energy coming from the streets. So it's just within you to make peace with your collective. Be more patient and just because you feel they're doing energy attacks and they're not even realizing it.
Yeah, some random guy flipped me off today. Like he pulled over way too far over, and I was trying to get in there, and I almost hit him, but then he started getting mad at me and flipping me off.
No. So I feel like that's more of a reptilian takeover or a demonic takeover, one of the two, of that person.
Yeah, so, that's what I was feeling too.
Yeah, so you can put the energy out of just having more of a calmer. I think you've already been doing this.
I've been working on that.
Double that. It's like it's going to be good on the street. It's going to be good on the road, and it's not going to always be perfect, but it's something that you're connected more to your inner shaman, you could say.
I've been kind of like imagining the light's been going green. Has that kind of been working so that they will?
Yes, but also clearing out the energy around you, because it's like some people are attacking your energy.
Oh, okay.
Like coming to you like a fly would come in and hit you. Something like that.
Yeah.
Please hit you with intentions.
Yeah. For my second question, my grandpa just passed away, and I was wondering if I helped him pass on like astrally, because that day, I don't know why, I slept like all day until like an hour before I heard. And then I was just wondering if there was any messages from him.
Well, it feels, yes, you are a part of that. I feel like you've been with him for like a week astrally, and he made the decision when he was ready. It's like it took his hand to help him go to the right place, because he wasn't really sure what was going to happen to him when he died.
Yeah, I felt that.
So your angelic self came through on that one.
Nice.
He seems to be doing well. I believe he was scared, what I could feel from him.
Yeah.
What was going to happen? So he could have stayed longer on the world, but he knew it was time for him to go. It was like taking a giant leap. Like, okay, I'm going to go for this. Will you be there for me?
Yeah, I think he was trying to hold on for after Christmas, but it was before.
Yeah, it feels he's had enough. He had it at the right time, the right exit point was there.
Yeah, is there any messages from him?
Well, it's just that he's still a little bit frightened even in the spirit world. He's still healing. He is with family members that are going through a great deal. So he can feel all of what people are going through. So
he's still kind of transitioning.
Yeah, just send you your prayers. Yeah. Because he's still
Okay.
technically human. So, I mean, he's not in his body, but he still feels like human emotions and everything. So,
Yeah.
but he does send blessings to everyone, of course.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, I have Blue's questions. Her first question, she says, "Hello, Pleiadians. Thank you for being here. Lately, I'm having many visions and sensations of removing a layer, like a tight uniform or suit, but it feels like a layer of being. I feel done with it and I can't get out of it fast enough, like I have to change out of it quickly. There are others I feel around me at that time, like a team or pit crew. Do you know what that vision and sensations are about?"
Well, yeah, it's a contract that has not been fully fulfilled. You might feel like it's fulfilled, but it feels like it's, I mean, you feel like it's over, and I believe it's a timeline that you're removing, but the timeline is still here. So that's why sometimes you feel like you're stuck in a rut and things aren't going your way or what you think they should. So it feels as very much timeline related. So you're getting more of a vision of what that timeline looks like, where it looks like a suit and you have others there, and you just can't seem to get out of this situation. So, but at least it shows some kind of remnants of some kind of progress, but we don't have a timeline of when you'll be cleared of what you're going through.
Okay, thank you. Her second question: "At random but frequent times, I hear an inner female voice say that someone I haven't seen will be back in my life. Do you know who that voice is and if that is accurate information? Thank you, Pleiadians."
Well, it does seem like a Pleiadian energy, or it's not even making itself clear. Is it being accurate? Doesn't seem to be accurate. I don't, unless this person comes out of nowhere, not likely. We're not seeing anybody right now. It's a potential timeline of someone that will come back into your life, but we're not really seeing it as a valid energy. But there's always a possibility of being, but right now we're not seeing it. That's not. It's like wishful thinking, hopeful thinking for what you're looking for.
Hey, blessings. Thank you. Up next, we have April.
Greetings, Pleiadians.
Yes, greetings.
Thank you so much for being here tonight. I just wanted to ask about any past Agarthian connections that you can see with me.
Dragon lifetimes.
Okay.
Countless dragon incarnations. Of course, you've been elf people and fairies, but I feel like the dragon was the strongest one you've been tapping into recently. It has to do with manifesting timelines and just protecting the land. So, for prosperous growth in towns and cities that you're protecting.
Okay.
You just connected that vibration of just because you're having more confidence in this timeline of where things are going.
Okay. Sounds good. Thank you for that. And I guess just any messages for the new year.
It feels like there's a slow awakening, but throughout the year, you'll feel more connected to your star family. You'll even feel possibly, if it hasn't been cleared up with the reptilians, possibly, or dragon beings.
Okay.
Some of that might start coming through, possibly. You don't have to look for it. It's like it'll just find itself to you. But whatever you need to know from the astral realm will be delivered if it helps you in your incarnation. Possibly also other star like constellations might come to mind, such as Sirius. It might just come out randomly.
On that one lately. It was always Orion, but now I've been being pulled towards
and others. Yeah.
Okay.
Others might start coming through. Yeah.
Okay.
It's because you're ready to remember.
Yep.
You're ready to know what you need to know from those places.
Awesome. Something to look forward to. All right. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, thank you. Up next, we've got Elena.
Hi. I have two questions. First one is I've been lacking of B12 and I've been taking B12 injections. Has been very helpful. I just wonder what's your take on this?
Yes, it's been very. It doesn't always show what it's doing, but it is working. it might not be the quickest to see physically, but it is working, within your body in a positive way, though.
Thank you. My next question is I've been kind of short of breath when I exercise. I wonder what's your insight on that one?
It's not clear on that. Just more, possibly more fluids might help, more water, possibly. I don't know if you have alcohol in your system at all, or in the past. That might have something to do with it.
That's not, no.
No alcohol, because we felt alcohol energy, at least in the past, possibly. But just more fluids, that's all. Shortness of breath is, I believe that also has to do with just your energy. Just some of these exercises don't always, or find a different type of exercise. We don't feel that.
You mean like drinking more liquid, or there's some liquid inside? Drinking more liquid. Okay.
Or something that lemon juice or something a little bit different possibly will help.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. Blessings.
Okay, blessings. Thank you. Up last this evening is me. Thank you again, Pleiadians, for coming in.
Yes.
For my first question, I really like the quote that says, "The two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you find out why." I have a general feeling for what that reason is becoming, but as it's still broad in scope, it's tricky to make a plan to reach it. But as I remember more and more of who I am, I'm sure that will go hand in hand with remembering why I came here in the first place. So, without spoiling any surprises I left for myself, can you share any past or future lifetimes that would help me remember why I'm here now?
Well, basically, you're connecting more to your shaman self here.
Right.
So it's basically, you say technically, the more people that you help, when you start helping others, when you feel like you be part of public service, technically you're helping them right now. It might not be in the typical way. That's when you get more indication of what you're here to do. It does feel like you're here to remove entities from other people. I feel like you're doing it without even realizing it.
Yeah, because it's not something I'm consciously aware of.
Because it's sometimes there are archon beings there. Seem like they're very insectoid connected.
Like, is it just me being me, or is it something in my resonative energy, my vibration that I'm emitting? That kind of.
Yes, it's pretty much that you're here is like you're not going to put up with it.
Right.
It's like you're going to seek their energy out and remove them instantly. So it just in your aura.
Yeah, in my environment, I like to keep it drama free around me.
Right. Yeah. Correct. So.
All right. Well, thank you for that. My second question, I'd like to leave it open. If I have any messages from the Divine Feminine.
You already finding more balance with that. There's still some questions of how much of the feminine you need to bring in, but you are bringing the feminine in as for how you connect with others in your speech of just helping others relax.
As far as my relationship with, and bringing balance in myself, it feels like I've kind of been cut off from that, but I'm bringing more of that through myself since I don't have the external, feminine influences in my life. It's kind of harsh kind of relationships I've had with women. And I was looking to see if, they have any kind of messages about how I'm progressing or going forward and how my relationships will kind of evolve in time.
Oh, yeah, it's getting more and more patient because you're coming from a Martian timeline from your past that was very aggressive. So you're like you're at the halfway point of more of your, you're half within your feminine connect. I believe you're going to go to more like you're like 50%, you're going to go to like at least 80%. Technically you're at a 60%, but you're basically healing your parents' energy, as you know.
Yeah.
And that's a contract that has not expired yet. It's like you heal them, and then when they're at a certain point, then you'll know exactly when it's time to go.
Oh, hopefully soon. Yeah, because it's reaching a point where I got to get on with my life too.
Yeah.
So.
Probably this coming year, maybe March. It's not clear exactly when.
Right. I'm not pushing it. I understand that it's a process in itself, but it's the writing's on the wall for me as far as that is concerned.
Well, you can also look at what is there somewhere, you put in your intentions, is there a place in the world that's calling for you? And then little by little, you start feeling gravitated to certain areas in your country of where to go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just putting it out there right now, and that's why I applied for my passport. And I got that because I'm getting this feeling that just won't leave me alone, to travel, to go out there. And it's just, that's like probably my strongest desire at this point. So I'm just leaving it open for change at least.
Well, if you look at Europe, at least Europe comes to mind, France comes to mind. Doesn't mean you have to go there, but we feel their energy though.
Yeah, just a little. Yeah, because I'm not pushing it because I see all the mandates and the vaccines, being enforced and everything like that. I'm standing my ground on that. I'm not going to go and, kowtow over that because you give them an inch, they take a mile, So I guess it's just a matter of the timing.
Oh, yeah, there'll be a time to go. If it's Europe that you want to go to, this will all be over by then. So, but it won't be anytime soon, though.
Right. All right. Well, thank you for that. Appreciate it again. Blessings to you.
Yes, blessings to you all. Send you energies for this transition into the new year. So,